Life's a coat of many colors. It is never black and white. Can't have one without the other. The dark without the light. In the summer we were lovers. With a flame our hearts would burn, a flame the autumn would smother, and leave this heart to yearn forever blue, forever.
Hey guys, what's going on? And I just wanted to get interrupted by this phone call. Okay, I just want to do a quick update about for those of you that aren't tracking, I went ahead and released the Coroner tonight. That's in now, so we got a pretty functional deal. I changed the API up a little bit. Patch notes for it. It now supports. Go away, Ricky. It now supports 720p and 1080. It will default to 1080 resolution if it doesn't correctly detect the resolution you're using. We'll be adding 16 by 900 here shortly. That'll be the next update as well. But as you can see, everything's working pretty fluidly. I feel comfortable. There's some of you that are still having issues. We added some extra animations and things like that to kind of just add a little bit to the depth, I guess. Nothing really crazy or insane. Coroner's working pretty well now with pretty decent flexibility as well. If I can manage to kill someone, I should have just went ahead and pulled a gun on them. And some of you guys, I just wanted to briefly talk about pit request and what it actually does. Now, pit request, what it does is when you're close enough to a vehicle, and you need to be in a vehicle for it to happen. So if you hit that, it just says you're going to need a car. We'll quickly get in one, and I'll show you what to expect and what happens if you don't get it right. Did I tow this car? I can't remember. We are about to find out if I towed this car. Okay, so if you do a pit request, you can see that I completely missed that vehicle. Did we tow this car? Yeah, we did. Maybe. We'll see. We did. We're getting out. Alright. We're just going to take somebody else's vehicle. You can see how it handles all types of issues now. It's really, really fluid in terms of its use at this point. So if you're going to do a pit request, you kind of got to be offset within enough area to the vehicle. I'll try to find it. I'm actually failing at showing my own modification at this point. Alright, so it is about a car and a half. Yeah, so now you can see that this vehicle is blimped. You can see the distance to the vehicle. And then once you press yes, what happens from there is then it monitors the speed of the car. If the car is halted too much, remember it should be fleeing. If the car is halted for too long, it forces the occupants out and to flee. And you can request to cancel by pressing N if it's the wrong vehicle, or by pressing Y if it's the correct one. I know it's a poorly explained script that's included with the police radio, and that's why I want to take the time to talk about it. Also, I want to talk about recent updates. I just released it, but it'll probably be broken within the week. Sam actually announced tonight that they're going to be doing another pretty major feature update. So I'm pretty excited that they're going to be adding red blimps to the map, like from LCPDFR. They're going to be marking units on your map. And I'm not saying they will, but they hinted that the developers, like myself, will be getting API access. So that means I'll be able to make callouts that plug fluidly into LSPDFR, and I didn't anticipate it happening this quick. Now, I'm not done with police radio, so it is going to see you are going to see a little while before I actually get involved with making callouts for LSPDFR, but you can rest assured that you're going to see quality and detailed work just from what you guys have been seeing from LCPDFR. I'm trying to make that transition over to LSPDFR, and I know other people will be doing callouts, but you guys know the flavor that I add when I do callouts, and I'll definitely make sure I'm on scene for that. You can see it's running. Everything's running really reliably. I'm not concerned anymore about things going crazy. You can pretty much handle like any situation. Generally, it works pretty well. So I'm pretty happy with how we're dealing with this so far. and I felt comfortable going ahead and pushing out the door. But just in closing, for those of you that do not have the RageHook working correctly, meaning if you press F4 and you don't see this, if your game just pauses, it doesn't freeze, it pauses, there's a difference. If it just doesn't display anything at all, something's wrong with the way you have it set up on your computer. Now, I'm not blaming you specifically and saying you've installed the game wrong, but there's an issue, there's a confliction with whatever setup, whatever operating system you're using, whatever drivers you're using, whatever, you know, redistributed framework pack you're using. Something is causing the issue, and the RageHook team's trying to get to the bottom of it. But just please don't send me a message saying that police radio doesn't work, or making a forum topic that says it doesn't work, when you know that kind of you're using a workaround just to get RageHook to work in its own. And you know what that does is it kind of really slows me down in terms of, you know, answering and responding to legitimate problems, bugs, or requests and improvements when I'm getting I got a lot of built up messages about it not working correctly. But in the same sense, you guys didn't have it working correctly, so I can't help you if what you have, if your original software isn't working as intended. So, you know, you can see the coroners rolling up here again. Once they get on scene, we'll just, oh, nope, coroner took way too long. We'll go ahead and call another, and I'm not going to make you guys sit and wait through it. I just wanted to show you that, you know, everything's functioning pretty well off. Constantly making updates, and I have finally scrambled my code. Thank you so much to Luke D for sitting down with me, and LMS for helping me. Code thievery is real. A lot of you people that are using INI files and stuff, I see, you know, my exact stuff in there, and I'm not mad at those people that are making different mods and contributing to community, because that's good, that's what I want. But in the same sense, it's getting to the point where I can no longer like try to teach people by leaving my stuff unprotected, because it just generates thieves, and they have like a lower skill cap, so they make a modification that's not as good, and they kind of claim it, you know what I mean? There's like a respect thing somewhat in terms of who's making what, and when they do that, it just... Where are you guys at? Did you guys see the coroners anywhere? Oh, okay. God, I got confused. I was like, I didn't know there was another dead body around. I thought they were in the building taking a picture. But yeah, so, you know, when people have a low skill cap and they rely on stealing, they hit that skill cap, and the mod isn't as good as it could have been, but it turns other people off to making it because it's kind of claimed. Either way, I hope you guys enjoy, you know, this update. It'll probably be broken because, you know, LSPDFR 0.2 is probably dropping in the near future. On the 8th, we got ill-gotten gains coming to the online. They'll probably rehash all their content and say that they didn't mean to, and we'll spend a couple days in a broken state because of that. And it's just, I'll try to move, you know, bob and weave with the punches and go with the flow and make sure I can get it back up and working as fast as possible again. Until then, guys, I'll catch y'all at the next one.